So next in the shave series is this Gillette Blue 2, and as you can see it's a two-blader with an aloe vera strip, no swivel head or anything, tiny bit of rubber handle on it, but it should do for the damn price. It's by Gillette obviously, and in my opinion it's a bit of a rip-off, and this camera's a bit of a rip-off. Look at this. Anyway, I know you can't see it very well, I do apologise, but yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks cheap on the bottom, feels cheap, kind of, but with a bit of a rubber texture, so I guess it's paid for itself, I guess. Even though the Bic 3 blade is £2, I believe, I don't know. Anyway, it's a two blade with an aloe vera strip. If you take the cover off, you can see the two blades more in depth. If this damn thing would focus anytime soon. If it would focus. Anyway, you just have to believe me that it's a two blade. Oh, now it's focused. And there's the aloe vera strip. And for your money's worth, I don't think this is worth it. But we'll see in the shaving series if I change my mind on that theory. You can get like a pack of 8, I believe, for around about £3. A little bit too expensive considering the fact that the Bic 2 blade is only £1.90 in Tesco's and Poundland and that, and you can get the Bic 3. So anyway, without further ado, let's get shaving with this, because I have some confidence for this one, because if something goes wrong I can write a nasty email to Gillette because you're a rip-off. Anyway, let's go on with the shave. Right guys, I'm back in my bathroom and I've got this battery right here because I have a feeling the camcorder battery is going to run out very soon. So when it gets to 1 bar, I'm going to quickly jump cut to me taking the battery out. It's like you would never see it, so I don't know why I'm mentioning it. Anyway, here is the razor, the overpriced tatty thing. It does have some grip on it, which is nice, which should be nice because it's like £3 something in the shops. You have a guard on it obviously, and it's a 2 blade, should be a 3 for the amount you pay, and a lubrication strip there. Nothing else I can really say about it, so we'll get on with the shave. Warm up the water first folks, that's what you have to do. Now I do apologise about this up here, but I've been suffering a cold for the last couple of days and I'm red raw on my nose, so it's not because of the razor, it's because I've got a cold. So we'll see. Again, 2 days of stubble. Right, that's warming up. Just quickly let that go down. Again, using the same stuff, everyday value, shaving foam. Love this stuff every time. So, I'm going to take the guard off, pop it in. Always put your razors in warm water before you do it, because that's how I do it. Okay, let's lather up. So this is going to be the first pass, obviously, with this razor. Again, if you wait for a while, I'll give my verdict properly of all the razors eventually, when I get some time to do a top 5 good and worse razors, and I'll give my real big comments, but I will be giving my true review on this video obviously. But there you go. So here we go with the Gillette Blue 2. Please put into mind there's 2 of them, and this is the, I think the original one. So let's begin. Okay, so far. Pretty good for a 2-blader. Seems to be doing a good job. No blockage yet.
in the blades. On the first pass, actually, it's doing a good job. Would I recommend it still? Not really. Probably does the same job as the cheap razor. Okay, that was the first pass, and as you can see, it's doing a good job already. Okay, it's now time for the second pass. See how it goes. I'll tell you what, the rubber handle actually is not bad at all. I mean, it's a bit overpriced for a bit of rubber on the handle. You could probably put one on yourself, but it does as equal amount of job, I guess, as the other ones. But again, overpriced, if you ask me. But at least it works in the same as the 30p ones. But again, the rubber handle kind of is a bonus, I guess, because it's not like slipping out your hand. But again, I haven't had that problem so much, so I don't see the problem here. But anyway, continuing on. Okay. Looks like it's doing a good job though on the second pass. Pretty impressive, I guess. It might bloody pay. Lubrication strips doing near nothing in my opinion. Right, we're on to the third pass. And as you can tell, my lathering skills are terrible. I do apologise, but we'll see how it goes. Third pass. Might as well be putting it against the cheapo as well. If the cheapo is any better, that is. And because these razors always keep missing this bit, I used to not want that. Just be careful. Notice that I had to go twice over the same thing, which would cause more irritation, I'm sure, but we'll see. Okay, that's the end of that one. I've got to say I'm pretty disappointed, but we'll see. Okay, so how was the shave? Well, it was smooth, it worked, but the field test is when we're going to see if this thing did actually miss anything, but we'll see. A couple of things I want to comment on. this thing works as smooth as the other two-blader that was 30 pence. Yeah, it doesn't have the aloe vera strip, but I think that's an advantage over this thing, because over time it's going to dry up and something's going wrong. But I did notice that these blades didn't block as much as the other two-blader, but still the other two-blader did work properly, so I take the hats off to that one. So let's quickly do a field test when I've dried off a bit more. Okay. It feels a bit smoother to the 30 pence razor, but not much. It's not the hoo-ha that people think of Gillette. I mean, for God's sake, I have a double edged safety razor now. I'm going to use that in the future. But it's less irritated by the looks of it, which is interesting. Maybe that lubrication strip's doing something. But I can't really tell at the moment. Normally you can only tell when it starts to dry, but okay, did an okay shave in my opinion. It was comfortable, it was smooth, a little bit smoother to the 30p razor, but I don't think it's a big hoo-ha. One big advantage is the rubberized handle is a little bit good on the grip, but again, would you really need that with the other one I used? The answer is no, you don't need it. But to be honest, yeah, I don't know, this is really weird. I'm waiting for it to dry, but I'm guessing it did a good job. It feels smooth at the moment up on the up raise. This bit is the hardest, but it's managed to miss it. Feels pretty smooth up here as well. I don't know, it looks like to me that it's missed something when you look back in the mirror, but it's missed a little bit up here. I don't know, I'm really struggling for a verdict. I would probably say this is another 7 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10 if it's a two-blader, and you know, but I would say I'm probably a 7.5 out of 10 to the other one, because the other one did have a lubrication strip and rubberized handle, but again, do you really need them? So probably a 7 out of 10, the same as the other one. Looks stylish though, looks nice, but for the amount you pay, you're paying for more style in my opinion. And just like the Bic razor, it's got that horrible lubrication strip thing on it and makes your body feel weird. There we go, body's starting to dry now. Yeah, dare I say it, they're both cut the same. They're both the same, they feel the same, they are the same. So the two blade non-lubricated strip and no rubberized handle for 30 pence are near the same as the Gillette Blue 2, which is actually the plus. I don't see the plus about this razor, I really don't. It's got a rubberized handle, for God's sake. I mean, most of them have it today, except for, I don't know, the 30 pence one, so it's probably a plus. But is it worth the £3 compared to the 30 pence? No, I don't think so. The lubrication strip, in my opinion, is kind of a pointless concept. I don't know why we even have them, because double-edged safety razors don't have lubrication strips. As you can see, look, they don't have them. We've never had them for years. I don't see the point of them. They both do the same job. And another thing that put me off from double-edged safety razors for a while was the fact there was no lubrication strip, and it was like, you know, when I used it the first time, it was like, oh god, that's cold. The blade's cold against my skin. But you know what? You don't need it. I mean, it's a little less comfortable on certain measures, but I don't know. I don't see the point of the lubrication strips. I don't see the lubrication strip lasting long either. But oh, here we go. Yeah, it's exactly the same as the it's exactly the same as the other one. So basically, smooth up here. That never lets me down. It doesn't matter what razor I use. But up here, you know, it's a big changer. So yeah, I would give that probably, yeah, I'll give it the same, 7 out of 10, because it is a two-blader, and I think even the best one was only 8 or 7, so yeah, two bladers in my opinion are not the way to go, nor is 3 to be honest, but at the end of the day, it's up to the user really, and so yeah, about a 7 out of 10. Could have done better for the price, I think, a little bit better. And now it feels weird because I have a cold and it's sore up here, but it's smooth down there. Really weird satisfaction. But yeah, again, it doesn't matter how many blades you use. As long as you've got a good blade on it, it doesn't matter. So the two blade is perfectly fine. So is the one bladers. So is the what's names. Against the Bic razor, it's a bit of a disappointment, considering you can probably get a two-blader that's better with Bic, but we don't know. I haven't tried them. I might try them in the next series, but for now, yeah, it was alright, it was good, it did the job, and yeah, I'd definitely give it a 7, and I know I said it a million times, but I wanted to just clarify that. Here's the packaging that it comes with. This is what you look for. You get about 8 razors, and I noticed with the Bic ones you get like, I don't know, what was it, 5, 6, but still you save a bit more money with that, and it's a 3-blade for God's sake. It's got to be more expensive because it's got an extra blade on. But with the hoo-ha, I don't like gimmicks really, and they're all gimmicks in my opinion. They're all the same thing. I mean, even the double-edged safety razor does the same as the 3-blade, 2-blade, the medium razors. So yeah, I think the verdict's going to be, you know, it doesn't matter what the hell you buy, as long as the blade is sharp and it does the job, even if it's only one blade. So anyway, that was my review of the Gillette Blue 2. I was hoping it would be excellent, but it turns out that it was near the same as the 30p razors. So over the Gillette, I would recommend the 30p razors because they're both the same, except for there's no grip and there's no lubrication strip. If you really want the lubrication strip and you think it makes a difference, fair enough. But I'm saying to you now, it doesn't make much of a difference, except for the fact that it, you know, it's like running a cold blade on now and again. But that's only because the water gets colder, so that's the reason why. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me below if you've shaved with these, what you think to them, and I'll talk to you later. Cheers.